Good morning. I've been reading media here in Sweden. I wanted to see what they had to say about what's going on in Ukraine and with Russia. Possible ceasefire coming up, right? And maybe peace. And this is what I found. They are leaving out the name Trump, right? They don't want the name Trump mentioned in the same sentence as ceasefire or peace. Instead they talk about Zelensky and Ukrainian diplomacy. It's a victory for Ukrainian diplomacy, they said. And they quoted John Bolton. That's right. You know, that guy who used to work with Trump, right? He wasn't very good, this guy, John Bolton. He's quoted in one of these newspapers. They said, if the ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia becomes a reality, it could be negative for Ukraine in the long run, says John Bolton. Makes sense, doesn't it? Could be negative for Ukraine. Wow. I also saw this. Rosie O'Donnell, she left the United States. This is mind-blowing to me. Must have been terrible for her in the United States. Right? She and her kid, 12-year-old child, they left. They moved to Ireland. I was thinking, what happened? You know? Was the child on fire or something? You know? Anyway, she left. And she says it's because of Trump. Right. Well, she didn't say it really. I was listening to her. But that's what it is. You know what I think? I think she's upset. She's upset about Trump being re-elected. She didn't like him very much, did she? Well, that's fine. You know, I don't like our PM here in Sweden. I don't like him at all. I think he's a jerk. But I wouldn't leave because of this. But she actually left the country, right? Is that weird? So now she lives in Ireland. And she says she's happy. And the child is happy. She says she misses the other kids. She's got more kids, I suppose. I miss my friends, she says. What do you think about this thing? But she actually left. So a lot of them said they would leave, but they never did, right? But she did. Must be very, very strong with this lady. Anyway, there is a balance. Rosie O'Donnell left the United States to Ireland, and then there was a guy who left Ireland. His name is Enoch Burke. I don't know if he left permanently, but he's in the United States now, I think. Enoch Burke is this Irish teacher, and he wouldn't use the pronouns when he was teaching. And then they put him in jail. Ireland. What can I say? What's going on in Ireland? So they put him in jail because he wouldn't use these words. Right. And then, what I understand, the Trump administration offered him asylum on the grounds of religious persecution. Interesting. So you see, there's a balance here. America gets this guy, Enoch Burke. And Ireland, you get Rosie O'Donnell. It's all fine. There's a balance. You Irish viewers, what do you think about getting this lady over to your island? What do you think about this? Think it's good? So Ireland is becoming a place to run to if you don't like Trump. Well, in her case, it is, right? What does this say about Ireland? I don't know. I don't think you like it, do you? But anyway, there's a balance. What good is balance? I don't know. But there is a balance now. Enoch Burke is leaving. He's Christian, you see, that's why. He says, no, according to my religion, there are two genders, man and woman. And I wouldn't go against it. I think this is why they talk about religious persecution. But they jailed him. It's wild, isn't it? I heard that he was jailed 3 times because he wouldn't comply, you see. That's what I understand. He came back to his job and he wouldn't comply. He kept saying him and her, right? Bad man. All right. It's so wild, isn't it? It's so crazy what's going on. Sometimes I feel I'm in a dream. I heard others say this too. You're in this weird dream, right? And a lot of people seem just fine with it. Oh yeah, this is how it should be. You know? Perfectly sane, perfectly all right. This is good. Ah, we should jail this guy because he wouldn't use these words. Wow. Okay, be good.